Hi, this is Ron Thurston coming to you live from Dreamforce in San Francisco. And I'm here with Kathy McCabe, the CEO and co-founder of Proximity Insight. Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Ron.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Tell us about Dreamforce. What have you heard? What did you experience? What's the vibe? Tell us everything.
Yeah, no, it's been such a powerful vibe. I think the fact that everyone's back in person, everyone's really keen to sort of meet and discuss, there's been some great announcements, with the Genie piece, etc. So it's been a really great couple of days, lots of energy.
For those that don't know Proximity Insight, tell us kind of what it's all about.
We've made some really big announcements this Dreamforce. So we've really been working on two key areas really as part of our wider platform. So the core clienteling, that is our real depth and breadth and strength. We've now continued to build on appointment booking with the launch of events, which really been working on and testing and rolling out, which is now ready for general release.
Correct.
And then also our transact opportunity. So really that opportunity to take that lovely, great experience, whether the person's, in person or virtual, and then you can close the sale. So really kind of scan and go. Really exciting.
Any big brands like recently joined Proximity that you can share?
Yeah, I think we can mention, we obviously have our core brands that we've been working with, like Selfridges and, the EMEA brands that we work with. Obviously here in the US with Lafayette, Wintermantel, MCN. And then we've just signed our first Canadian customer, which is Reitmans, which we're extremely excited about.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much. And again, I think the real passion, that we have here is about extending what typically was the remit of a sort of premium or a luxury brand. Now sort of like seeing the need for all retailers to have this as a must-have, to be able to connect with the customer, whether that person purchasing or not purchasing, but being able to really sort of start to build that relationship through tiny steps is really, really key.
And I think you're right. We are hearing about clienteling and customer acquisition, even that idea in all levels of the industry. So you think of these brands traditionally as being luxury that need this. Now it's actually everyone. Everyone needs some version of this.
No, and I think, different use cases and, there were quite sort of different sort of benefits in terms of what you're doing, but it's being able to, if you don't capture data in the first place, then you can't connect, you can't have that conversation.
Right.
So it's actually really driving that, and then being able to do sort of like small thank you, being able to follow up with recommendations, but also trying to automate as much as you can so that, from a productivity perspective, it's taking seconds, minutes to be able to do that, to follow up, and it's incredibly powerful.
Yeah. And any statistics that you could share about what that means to some of your brands?
So I think what we're really seeing is, even the simple sort of engagement like a thank you or a welcome is really driving that connection. We're seeing increased engagement, so customers responding, customers really sort of following up purchase within 2 to 5 days. So we're actually seeing that second purchase or that third purchase coming through, which is, because you get that connection. But also I think longer term, it's more about truly getting to know the customer. If you don't know the customer, how do you know, what he or she wants?
Sure.
What products and services that you need to sort of wrap around your sort of unique value as a brand. That, if you don't have that connection, you have no idea. What we're seeing now is a lot of consolidation, because it makes it easier for the sales associate to serve the customer. They're not having to jump around from different apps, different experiences.
Yeah.
It also makes it easier for the brand to connect the dots. So that the customer that's had the appointment or that's had the live chat, and you can follow up with that person. It makes it that deeper relationship much easier to achieve.
Absolutely. What are you hearing from your brands around maybe their challenges in staffing and how that impacts their use of tools like Proximity Insight?
I think it's incredible. All brands are having the same challenge.
They are.
Lean staffing, high turnover, lots of part-time staff, not so many full-time staff. And I think really it's actually about embedding the value add and making things easy to do rather than more complicated. If you have lots of different apps and lots of different things, then things get forgotten. Things don't happen because there's too much to do.
Right.
So I think that simplification, that consolidation is really what's helping to drive that better experience.
Right.
Customers are more demanding, so they're kind of more in control. So they want you to know them.
Yeah.
But they won't, if there's no value add or value exchange, then, they're not going to share their data. They're going to not want that experience, but you have to really drive that really hard. And I think technology's there as an enabler, but the most important thing is about how do you kind of make that top of mind for your team, And I think, that's the key. It has to kind of come all the way down from the leadership down to make that, to understand the value add that provides and what it drives. Most associates, they really want to serve the customer.
Right.
At least they have the tools to enable them to do that better, and it makes their job so much easier.
Right. And if that brand doesn't have it, someone else does. So be careful, because if you choose not to play in this game, you may lose your team to someone that does. So that's often what I say is you also need to pay attention to what other people are doing, because your team is being recruited. So use tools like yours and others to play in this game, because you can't avoid it.
No, it's a real differentiator,
It is.
both for the customer and the sales associate, I think. So I think that's really key.